In the autumn of 1795, a penniless officer with a heavy accent and a coat 2 sizes too large stood before a shouting mob of 30,000 insurgents. He had 5,000 men and a handful of cannons. Most saw a massacre. Napoleon saw a geometry of opportunity. With a single whiff of grape shot, he didn't just save a government, he proved that focused intensity beats unorganized volume every single time. By the end of this journey, you will see how an outsider from a backwater island used the science of the pivot to conquer a continent, a whole European continent. This isn't just history, it's the Napoleon Protocol, a way to look at your own overwhelming mobs of doubt or competition and find that one precise point where a single, well timed action shatters the entire obstacle. History is usually told as a collection of remarkable people. I prefer to ask a quieter question. What sort of world made them possible? Napoleon wasn't the strongest, wasn't the richest, or even the most liked. In fact, his peers mocked his scrawny frame on Corsican routes. Yet, he possessed a secret weapon, the 2 a.m. rule. While other generals slept, Napoleon woke. He spent the hours between midnight and dawn obsessing over spatial logistics. He realized that the miracles of war weren't magic, they were math. He calculated the exact speed of a soldier's march, about 3 miles per hour, and optimized his supply lines so his troops arrived fresh while the enemy was still putting on their boots. We'll see how this obsession with the value of the hour allowed him to outrun the 3 world superpowers of then at once. Imagine being 26 and handed an army that's literally starving. No shoes, no bread, no hope. This was Napoleon's startup phase. He didn't give them a sermon, he gave them a reason to move. He told them rich provinces and great cities will be in their power, and there they can find honor, glory, and wealth. He understood sophisticated accessibility. He took the complex divisional system, breaking a big, slow group into fast units, and made it the standard. In your world, that's micro goals. Don't try to move the mountain today, but break the mountain into rocks and move them faster than anyone expects. In just 1 year, his ragtag army defeated 5 Austrian armies and captured 160,000 prisoners. On December 2, 1805, Napoleon was outnumbered. He did something that looked tantamount to a professional suicide. He gave up the high ground. He wanted his enemies to think he was weak. He was playing with perception. Think about that the next time you feel underestimated. Being the underdog is a tactical cloak. While the emperors of Russia and Austria were celebrating their inevitable victory, Napoleon was watching the mist. The moment they overextended, he struck the center with surgical precision. He didn't just win a battle, he ended the 1,000-year-old Holy Roman Empire in a single afternoon. But even the greatest fall. Napoleon's dark shade was his inability to stop. He became addicted to the win. In 1812, he marched 600,000 men into Russia, not for power, but for vanity. He forgot the very logistics that made him great. He thought his star would protect him from the Russian winter. It didn't. Only 10% of his army made it back. The lesson: ambition without infrastructure is just a slow motion wreck. Even a genius needs to know when to consolidate his gains. Napoleon died on a tiny island. thousands of miles from the empire he built. But look around today, the way your city is laid out, the civil laws you live by, the meritocracy that says you should get the job because you are the best, not because of your last name. That is his real empire. He proved that your starting point doesn't dictate your finishing line. He was the common hero who showed that with a watch, a map, and an iron will, you can rewrite the rules of the world. So here is the challenge for your own campaign. What is the Moscow in your life that you need to avoid? And what is the Austerlitz you are currently too afraid to bait? Let me know in the comment section. If you wish to join our grand army of thinkers and master the art of opening, signify your intent by subscribing to these archives. We march again at dawn.